welcome to Home Improvements. As part of my landscaping projects around my house, I have decided to put a border around my house foundation. This is not a very big project, but it will improve the beautification of my house. I decided to do this for several reasons. The first reason was to help to prevent weeds from growing up my foundation and potentially damaging the siding of my house. Another reason was to eliminate the drip lines around my house from the falling water off my roof. Not only will this help protect my house, but it will help to improve the beauty of my house and increase its resale value eventually. I had originally thought about using a mulch around the outside of my foundation, but I decided not to do this because it could possibly attract insects and termites to my foundation area, and I don't want to do that. So I decided to use stone instead. I decided to use white rocks because the outside of my house is white. Stone is a bit more expensive than mulch, but it's also a lot more durable, so it should last for the life of my house. Each bag of stone is about 1/2 cubic foot. So if I need 70 bags of rocks, and each bag costs about $5, well, you can see the price it's going to cost me to put my border up. But I have one satisfaction from all this. I was looking around my neighborhood and no one else has a border around their house. So once I complete my project, I'll be the only one in my neighborhood with a stone border around their foundation. I'm going to start with a small section of my house first to show you how it's done. First, I'm going to rake up the leaves and debris in this corner and then smooth it out, and then I'll go to the next step. Okay, I've raked back the leaves from the side of the house, and I've filled in the drip line with some fresh dirt, and now the area is nice and smooth for my next step. Now my next step is to lay my rocks. But before I do that, and to keep my rocks from sinking into the dirt, I'm going to put down some landscape fabric. I bought this roll at my local store. These 3 foot by 50 foot rolls generally go for about $22. But I managed to get this one for about $7, which was a great deal. Now what I'm going to do, since I don't need a 3 foot length, I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to make a 1.5 foot width fabric for my rocks. Now my border is going to be about 1.5 feet wide, so I'm going to just cut this section of landscape fabric in half with some scissors. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, I've laid the landscape cloth, and I've brought out some bags of rocks. And the next thing I have to do is just open the bags and put them on the fabric. I had pre-measured the number of bags I was going to need for the house. I was estimating about 2.5 feet per bag, just to give you some indication of how many bags it's going to take for your house if you happen to do it. Okay, I've finished installing this section of my border. I think it looks pretty good. It only took me 9 bags of rocks for this about 22 foot section. I was anticipating about 11 bags, so I'm pretty happy about that. And each bag is about 1/2 cubic foot, just to let you know how much it took here. And even though the bags did not say what kind of rocks these are, I'm assuming it's limestone. I did find a seashell mixed in with the rock. A couple of them actually, yeah. So I'm going to finish the rest of the house in this manner, and later I'm thinking about putting a border, a small railing around the inside of the rocks to keep them from flowing outside the border area. I haven't decided what to do with that yet. Now that 22-foot section of my house only took a couple hours to do, and I did get some good exercise. Even though I did get a little bit dirty, the house is starting to look a little bit better on the outside. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching.